from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind, then never mind, we'll fight and win, for we're from Tigerland. We are the Navy Blues, we are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets you down, we're the only team old Carlton knows. To
grand final. As rain starts to tumble down at the MCG, a perfect bounce up.
Oh, word, he's a good player, and there I think might have been the best player on the ground in number 7, Wayne Johnston.
And the Blues are in the history books as the 1982 premiers. Carlton led at the end of 3 of the 4 quarters by 4 points at quarter time, Richmond in front by 11 at half time, then Carlton's great third term which turned the match. 5 goals, Richmond didn't kick one, just 6 behinds to take Carlton to a 17-point lead, and eventually in a 3-goal each last quarter, Carlton home by 18 points. For the winners, 10 of the 20 players kicked goals, 2 each to Johnston, Ashman, McConville and Fitzpatrick, singles to Harms, Hunter, Malin, McClure, Bazasto and Marcoux. 6 goal scorers for the losers, 3 each to Bartlett, Rioli and Cloak, singles to Rains, Waitman and Jess. It was a win of which Carlton can feel justly proud. The Blues came back after a humiliating defeat in the second semi-final, and when it counted, took everything that could be thrown at them. 14 premierships in all, 6 in 15 seasons. The Carlton club is now the most successful in league history. Coach David Parkin has had 2 years with the Blues for 2 flags. He also won one at Hawthorn in 4 years as coach, to have a record of 3 premierships in 6 years as a VFL coach. After today's triumph, he spoke to Ian Cleland.
A very, very happy coach, and why not? David, a fantastic performance.
Yeah, it's a bit. I wasn't. You don't necessarily see the game as a spectator, but no. I mean, most people now are saying to me that it was a truly great final. It had, all the ingredients that you'd want.
Everything.
I think it had everything. It was a hard slug, but there were some fine passages of play in it. A reasonable amount of scoring, I suppose, to keep the interest, and a bit of nip and tuck. We took the initiative, then lost it, and then regained it, then hung on with our teeth to finish the game off. And I think it's funny, Cleo, we've had almost 2 months now of the same thing. If you look back, we had 3 very solid weeks to get in and to hold second place against, the top Richmonds and the North Melbournes, and I think the Fitzroys were our 3 last games. And then we had to do it fairly hard to get there. But we're conditioned to everything. We're conditioned to losing players before the game. We've lost one each week for the last 7 weeks before the game. We've been conditioned to having to fight back and to work hard to win them. And I think even the conditioning was good in this game. Had we got annihilated at any stage and gone 4 or 5 goals down, I don't know that we would have been able to get back in because of what had gone before. But as long as we were roundabout, our players have shown in the 2 seasons I've been there some real perseverance, some real mental toughness when it had to be produced. And I think they can now hold their heads up and probably count, this group of players can count themselves as probably the best side. Best group of players. That's not just the ones that played either, Ian, because we had amount to make sure.
2 hours after the match, or nearly 2 hours after the match, there was a very eerie feeling here in the Richmond dressing rooms after the grand final. How do you feel? Do you feel as empty as the dressing rooms?
Oh, naturally, we're pretty disappointed, Clark. It's sort of a situation where to get to the grand final, I suppose, is terrific, but somehow when you lose the grand final, it's you will wonder whether it's all been worthwhile. But no, that's the price that you pay for being a loser, and we've got nothing to do but accept it and take our hats off to Carlton, who played much better and deserved to win today.
So there's no prize for second?
Not really, not really.
When did you decide not to play Taylor?
Oh, during the week, during about the middle of the week.
Why did you drop him?
Well, we didn't drop him. It boiled down to a situation between, we felt, for the sake of team balance after a good performance in the second semi-final against Carlton, that it was going to be either him or David Cloak for the full forward spot, and as it turned out, David had played well in that second semi-final. I mean, if David hadn't have played quite as well as what he did. We may have had other thoughts, but just we felt that we should maintain our balance, and that's what it came back to.
Well, what is Taylor's future at Richmond? Has he got a future there?
Oh, he's a very good player, Taylor. He'll be back, don't worry about that. And it's just virtually today was a circumstantial thing, you know, where he gets hurt at North Melbourne in the last home and away game and doesn't get an opportunity, I suppose, to show us his form for 4 weeks. And it boiled down to, as I said before, David Clegg playing well and full forward in the second semi-final, and so the gate was shut.
Unfortunately, it's one of life's truisms that for every winner, there has to be a loser. So remorseful with the Tigers after their 1972 loss to Carlton that they vented their spleen over the next 2 seasons, being premiers in 73-74. Who knows, they might repeat the dose a decade later. Well, that's ABC Sports coverage of the 1982 VFL Grand Final.